You know, today's fishing, it's all about being versatile. And I mean incredibly versatile with the advancements in forward-facing sonar, with the places we're catching fish from shallow to deep. Having a bait that's versatile is incredibly important. And Shimano just dropped a new one on the market that's gonna have a lot of play in a lot of areas. It's the BT SPIN. The BT SPIN is very unique in the fact that it's not lead or tungsten like some of the Tailspins on the market. This one is polymer based, so it allows it to be a good size, a good thickness, original shape, but only weigh 5/8 of an ounce, which is actually perfect for fishing deep to shallow water applications. The other thing you'll notice right away with the BT SPIN is the shape of the blade on the tail. It's a very unique blade that Shimano designed that is not a willow leaf, and it's not a teardrop, and it's not a Colorado. It's actually a symmetrical oval. And what this blade does is it creates a ton of action in the body of the bait. So the bait has a side to side and an up and down wobble because of the shape of this blade. The blade is attached using a high quality ball bearing swivel, so it ensures it's going to spin whether you're straight reeling or doing a lift and fall retrieve with the BT SPIN. And it comes with a premium treble hook as well on the bottom. So this bait actually has a ton of features packed into a very small package that's going to have applications for a number of things. With colors that cover everything from bright chartreuses to natural threadfin shad style baits, this bait is going to work whether you're fishing clean or dirty water from deep to shallow. The other thing I really like about it is its size. Small of the year bluegills like we see this time of year for us in the fall up north, or very small shad, this bait measures in at just under 2 inches, and again, weighs in at 5/8 of an ounce, which makes it an incredible casting bait. You can get good distance out of it. It has an incredibly fast sink rate, but you can work it from top to bottom. And we'll go through how I work this bait and where I've seen it be incredibly effective. Another feature of the BT SPIN is the fact that it has Shimano's Scale Boost technology. Now, Scale Boost technology is really where the bait has their proprietary composite pitch hologram built into the side of certain colors in this series. And it really offers a realistic look to the baits underwater. When the light hits them a certain way, the holograms actually change in pitch and color, making them look alive. Now, when it comes to working this bait, I found a few areas where I found this to be incredibly effective. And the first one I'm going to say is about a straight retrieve. Because of the natural action built into this bait, it makes an ideal candidate for actually using it as a straight retrieve, as a search bait, and it's going to work great on schoolies. That compact 5/8 ounce size makes it cast a country mile. I mean, if you got schoolies busting out in the open, perfect. The sink rate is really good, but I can use it as a reaction bait. So I can let it hit the water when I cast it out, just wind it up, bomb it way out there, let it hit the water, and then start to slowly wind. I can actually treat this bait almost like a spy bait. It'll have a slow sink rate to it when I'm reeling slowly, but it'll have that little round blade, that oval blade, flickering in the background with the body moving. The other thing I can do is burn this, and you can speed it up, and it's going to have a really tight and erratic action to it, and you can cover water for really aggressive fish. Where I think it's going to play incredibly well is with forward-facing sonar. This bait is easy to cast accurately, it falls really well, you can keep it above the fish, and it mimics 90% of what fish are eating when they're suspended out in open water. It's got that small bait fish profile with that extra added flash you get with that little spinner on the back. The other thing I like to do with this bait is actually use it in a lift and fall technique, and I'm going to go through that with you. So you cast this out, let it hit the bottom. So this is going to fall, that 5/8, I leave an open bail, and I let that bait fall to the bottom. And as it's falling, that tail, that little blade on the tail is spinning the entire time. Once my line goes slack, I close the bail, I reel up tight, I lift to the 12 o'clock position, hold for a count of 3, drop the rod and reel in the slack. Lift to the 12 o'clock position, hold 3 seconds, drop down to 9 o'clock. But most of the bites you're going to get are when you're holding that rod in that 12 o'clock position. And the reason that's going to happen is because when you lift the bait, it's going to lift towards you a few feet off bottom, and then it's going to pendulum towards you when you hold it up. If I were to reel this bait and just lift it up and then drop my rod immediately, that bait's going to go up on an angle and fall straight down. And you're going to have slack in your line, and you're not going to be able to feel what's going on or when the bite happens. But by lifting that bait up, holding it in the 12 o'clock position, counting to 3, that gives the BT SPIN time to hit the bottom again, and then you can reel up and lift again. So you're either gonna get that bite as that bait is falling down, or once it hits the bottom, a lot of times the fish will go up and see the plume in the bottom and eat that bait off the bottom. So the next time you go to lift to that 12 o'clock position, you're gonna feel that weight. So this bait, no matter where you are in the country, whether you're fishing forward-facing sonar or busting schoolies in the middle of a lake, is gonna play really well.